Aldenachy here with another Destiny video, and this is the Daily Heroic story for today, November 5th, 2016, and it is Siege of the Warmind, good old Rasputin. Now, I had to rerun this because I had a glitch in the original run, so you won't see the 15 legendary marks pop up at the end, but if you complete this story on heroic difficulty, you will indeed, or you complete the daily heroic, you will indeed get your 15 legendary marks if you're under the cap.
Rasputin is the last of the Warminds. They were the greatest defense systems ever devised, a massive network of satellites and doomsday weapons built to protect humanity. Crota's army gathers near one of the Warmind's hidden bunkers.
This is basically one of the Crota's end stories.
Destroy Rasputin, or worse,
it's been a while since I've run it.
Him.
Alright, let's jump on my Halloween broom.
There's a secret entrance to the Warmind's bunker.
And off we go.
Sure. Stop the hive from reaching Rasputin.
Checking that the horn works.
Rasputin remains silent, but still fights to protect us. We cannot let Crota's army find a way around the Warmind's defenses, or Crota's disciples will flood.
So we're going to go in the front door here. The back door is reserved for the saber strike. Fallen saber, I believe it is. Anyway, I almost went to the back door. Whoops. Let's change direction here. Alright, this is a public area, so these guys may or may not be here. Since I have all the ammo I need at present, I'm just going to go right by them. You can stop and take them out if you need ammo, if they're there. Alright.
Music. Rasputin's in trouble.
Alright, before we get down to business here, let me show you that I'm running my Titan Sunbreaker with my Hung Jury Scout Rifle, my Devil's Dawn Sniper, and my Gallahorn. Rocket launcher.
They found a way inside.
You're going to see a couple of knights here,
Don't let them reach
along with some acolytes and a bunch of charging thralls, two or three of which are yellow bars, but they're not that hard to take out. Now, my Hung Jury is, one of the perks of the Hung Jury is Firefly, and you can see their heads explode there when I hit it, or their bodies explode when I take them out with a headshot. This is an advantage if you've got enemies close together, and we're going to see this here shortly. Alright. Regular thralls you can take out with a one punch. Alright, I got a couple of acolytes up here, kind of half hiding. When we get up around this stairwell here, there's going to be about 4 waves or so of thralls coming running down the steps. Many waves, if you will. So just don't get overwhelmed. I was hoping to get over here before they started running. That was a little busier than I wanted. Now watch what happens here. Headshot, I'm taking out 2 and 3 at a time because of Firefly. It's a nice handy tool to have here. If not, just keep firing, you'll take them out. Because they run at you in a straight line, more or less. Of course, if I can hit them in the head. Amazing that all these heavy synths are being dropped when I don't need them. Alright, we got a yellow bar knight up here. He tends to hang off to the side or in the back. So I'm going to start off by nailing him with an attachable grenade. Drops his shields down pretty good, and then I just take him out with a scout rifle. No big deal. Alright, I was running back down here to see if there's any more ammo, and of course it's all heavy. Which I will not be able to come back and get once I enter the control room through this door. It will close behind me. Alright, now when we're in here, there's going to be 4 waves.
Find the controls. Make
well,
sure
actually
the hive
5. The
haven't
first one's a
destroyed
pretty
rescue
simple
gear.
one. It's just a bunch of thrall. Once you take them out, then Omnigul, which we will ignore, we will not fire at Omnigul. Omnigul will start spawning hive.
Something's wrong.
The first wave will have 1 wizard. The second wave will have 2. The third wave will have 3. And then the 4th wave will be the boss, which is a big ugly ogre. He's an ultra, and the 3 of coins may drop an exotic for the lucky ones. I wasn't so lucky. I do have the 3 of coins activated, but... Alright, so that's the first wave. Like I said, that's kind of like a pre-wave. That's simple now. Notice I'm not even bothering with Omnigul. Here comes the first one. First wave. It's going to be a witch and some supporting troops. The wizard. Take the wizard out. Take the supporting troops out. That was pretty easy. Now it gets a little tougher because there's going to be 2 waves spawning, or 2 wizards spawning in the next wave. We may or may not get the wizard with the rocket. See, I missed there. So I'm going to retreat back to a halfway safe place here up on the right side. It's a little ledgy up here. Now I'm going to have thralls coming after me. The knights tend to stay down there in the center floor. That's Omnigul. That's no good. So I got to make sure that I clear some of these adds out, especially those exploders, before I try to find that second wizard. And what they'll be doing is they'll be dropping these goo piles of green that are almost instant death for anybody that's run Crota's End. Alright, there it is. Way off in the distance here. Yep, there's a goo pile going down. The idea is to get them taken out before they throw down too many goo piles. Bouncing around too much for me, so being a little bit aggressive. Another goo pile, so I figured, okay, I'll take a rocket. I'll use a rocket on him. Or her. Now, the next wave will not spawn, which is going to be 3 wizards, by the way, until I take out everybody in this wave. So that is something that will allow me to position myself for the next wave before I take out the last guy in this wave. And the same will be true when I position myself for the ogre. Alright, so now I believe I just got this 1 yellow bar left. Again, I'll just drop a grenade on him, get his shields down, take him out, and now get ready for the next wave, which is going to have 3 wizards spawning, each at a different spot, along with supporting troops. This is where it gets a little difficult. I'm trying to decide which one to take out first. Take that guy, and then retreat, because I know I didn't have a chance to take out the third one. And I'm trying to find out where the third one is. But in the meantime, I got a bunch of ads. Now the Watcher wizards, they're the ones that'll fire at you. So now I know where it's at, and they're also pretty aggressive. This is why we got to find a good spot to hide. The problem with sighting in on these guys, like so. I'm in trouble. The problem with sighting in on them is that you can't see the thralls coming at you, especially the exploders. They're the ones you really got to watch out for. So I'm going to let that mean old Watcher wizard drop a couple more goo piles. They're not that big a deal if they're in the middle. because I'm not going out in the middle. Alright, that should take care of the third wizard. Yep, there's Omnigul. Notice Omnigul's not firing at me, so I'm not worried about him or her. Alright, do not run through these goo piles. They will take you out. They'll drop your shields in a hurry. Alright, I've got 1 or 2 knights left here. Just trying to see, yep, at least 2. I'm just trying to see how many there are, because I want to wait until I'm well positioned for the ogre before I take out the last knight. Oh, 3 of them, okay. Alright, so that's 2 left. One of them's hiding. And I'm going to go ahead and move over towards where I want to be. And before I take these guys out, I'm going to burn a heavy synth because I'm down on my rockets. The ogre is going to be taken out with rockets. I believe it will take 3 Galahorn rockets to take him out. Alright, so I want to position myself right about here. I hate those shields. Alright, so now Omnigul is going to kind of disappear. And then the ogre is going to spawn right about where I'm aiming. Right there. 1, 2, run behind the post so I can reload, so he didn't fire on me. And 3. Still long over. Alright, now there will be ads spawning, including some yellow bar knights, but just kind of hang loose. They'll despawn here momentarily as soon as Omnigul screams, and that's it. Not too tough. Nowhere near as tough as it was back in the Crotazen days.
Well done, Guardian.
If you got decent light level.
Crow's
That's a
army
strategy
is
I
more
would
powerful than I
recommend.
thought. We cannot rest. Now is
Obviously,
the
if
time
you
to
run
stop
with a
them
full
from
fire
making
team, this is
Crota's
a heck of a
solo.
lot easier, but I just wanted to show that it can be done solo. Alright, so as we go back to orbit here, I do hope this helps you in your quest for today's daily heroic story, Siege of the Warmind. This is Old and Achy signing off. Take care, everybody.